So before we can get into things like empirical and molecular formula of compounds, we first need to understand percentage composition. And that's why we're going to be looking at an example here with aluminum oxide. So in this example, we are asked to calculate the percentage composition by mass of aluminum oxide. Now, when determining percent composition, our first step should be to find the molar mass of this compound. So we know here we're looking at some aluminums and some oxygens. And we've already gotten pretty good at looking at the number of atoms in the compound to determine what the molar mass is going to be for each of those elements. So there's 2 aluminums and there's 3 oxygens. The molar mass of the 1 aluminum, 26.981539 grams per mole. And the oxygen, 1 oxygen, 15.9994 grams per mole. And then we're going to multiply by the coefficients there. So the subscripts here become coefficients when we're trying to find the molar mass. So the mass of the compound due to the aluminum, 53.963078 grams per mole. And then from the oxygen will be 57.9982 grams per mole. Okay, and then when we add those 2 numbers together, we'll get the molar mass overall of aluminum oxide. So that's going to be 101.961278 grams per mole. Alright, this is our total, right? This is our total here, but we want the percent composition, which basically means what percentage of this compound is each element. So what percentage is aluminum and what percentage is oxygen? Now, conceptually, we know that a percent means a fraction out of 100. So if we take 100 to be the whole. So this is our whole, and we want to know the fraction as a percentage of each element. So we will see there that the percent mass of any element is the mass of the element divided by the mass of the compound times 100%. So we're going to first look at the aluminum since, it came first in the list. So the percent mass of aluminum will be 53.963078 grams per mole divided by the whole 101.961278 grams per mole times 100%. And I remember to multiply that by 100, so I'm going to get 52.92507.024%, and let's just round that off to 2 decimal places, 52.93% aluminum. So that's the percentage of this compound that's aluminum. And now we're going to look for the percent mass of oxygen. So we set up our expression again. And we're off to the side there, just times 100%. So since we remember to multiply by 100, that's going to give us 47.07492976%, or now here's the tricky thing about rounding. So you can't have a percent value, like these two numbers cannot add up to more than 100, because then it's not really a percentage. So we will round this one to 47.07% oxygen, because then we know once we add those two percentages together, they're going to equal 100. So those are our final answers there. And we would just say, therefore, aluminum oxide is 52.93% aluminum and 47.07% oxygen.